Good evening. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's been a bit rough out there in the world. The U.S. is probably going to end up going to war in the Middle East to save Israel's bacon for reasons that I don't really understand. Got to go fight Iran for reasons that I don't really understand. I mean, I know what the official positions are, but that's all lies. There's riots in the streets over things that I don't really understand. I mean, I know the official reasons for those too, but none of it really makes sense. So let's talk about something that I do know something about. And what I know something about is I know something about the differences, or similarities rather, between Frauditor Troll supporters and Lane Meyer supporters. And, Lane Meyer supporters are probably closer to Springer supporters, who are, somewhere in the middle between Frauditor Troll supporters and Lane Meyer supporters. But you'll see a lot of the same things. So I'll just confine my analysis to the similarities and differences between Frauditor Troll supporters and Lane Meyer supporters. And I'll start with the differences, because the differences, I think, are there's fewer of them. Number one is that I think Frauditor Troll supporters are probably around, 90 to 100 IQ. Generally speaking, they're not the sub 85 IQ people that are the Lane Meyer supporters, but they're not the best and brightest. Average to below average. If there wasn't a Frauditor Troll filling up their time, they'd be watching football or bowling. So, not too stupid, but, not too bright. Your bosun's mate, Boswain's mates, like that Kfar guy, that'd be a Frauditor Troll kind of supporter, Barely smart enough to get into the military, not really smart enough to go much past that. The other difference is that apparently Frauditor Troll supporters don't like to make threats. No one has threatened my bar license. I mean, not that I'm concerned about it. No one has threatened to disbar or to get the judge fired, or magistrate, I guess, as it were, in this case. So those are the differences. The similarities are the types of arguments and responses that they make. The number one response for the Frauditor Troll supporters, and it was pretty common in the Lane Meyer supporters, is the whataboutisms. My guy's totally wrong, but I'm not going to acknowledge that. Instead, I'm going to say, well, what about this guy that you support? Look at how terrible and wrong he is about something completely and entirely unrelated to the thing that we're talking about. So whataboutisms, they're a low tier, low effort, low IQ way to try to move the argument to something that you can win on. The next thing that I love and enjoy are bad legal analysis. Like, you guys aren't lawyers. I just want to remind you that I, a lawyer, went in there with I'm not really a copyright guy, but this looks pretty good to me. And you guys who have been following me, generally speaking, a lot of your names I know and I've seen around for a long time, and have respected my analysis, when I guess only when it suited your fancy. But I'm a lawyer, and I'm not just 100% on copyright law. And yet it's just amazing the number of copyright experts who are Frauditor Troll fans. Closely related to that particular argument is the asserting facts argument. And those facts can either be facts of actual facts or legal conclusions that are stated as facts. The number one of those that I'm getting is it's fair use. And, well, I mean, fair use is much like probable cause. You don't know it. I don't know it. The cop doesn't know it until the judge says that there's probable cause. You don't know it. I don't know it. No one knows it unless and until the rooster decided to join us. Unless and until the magistrate unless and until the magistrate tells us that there is, in fact, fair use or not fair use. Then there's the classic prove to me that I'm not, or prove to me that I'm a retard. Prove to me that I'm a retard. This comes in many flavors. It's not just prove to me that I'm a retard. It's prove to me that I'm wrong about something that I won't ever admit to being wrong about. And I have never, ever, well, I mean, maybe when I first started my YouTube channel, I decided that I would want to educate specific people on why they are specifically retarded. But I long ago lost the desire to do that. I don't educate individuals on why they're retarded. And I'm not going to have miles-long comment arguments about the law with someone who's too fucking stupid to understand the basics. Like, I can't tell you the number of people in my comment section who didn't realize that a creative work is copyrighted as soon as it's created. It's registered at a different date, time, location, if the creator ever does want to register his copyright. So as soon as, what is it, DMA, whatever, as soon as he created his video, he had a copyright. But it has to be registered in order to be fully enforceable and get all those sweet dollary dues. So that's a distinction that all the legal fucking geniuses in Frauditor Trolls, or most of the legal geniuses in Frauditor Trolls camp, can't seem to wrap their head around. That rooster's going to kill me, or I'm going to kill him. And then finally, the last argument that both Lane Meyer supporters and Frauditor Troll supporters like to do is they like to read minds. I can't fathom how many motherfuckers are complete experts on every thought that goes through the head of every auditor, but especially DMA. Every single one of the Frauditor Troll sycophants are just completely certain about what DMA's motive is. And he can't have multiple. I mean, he can't want to accomplish 2 or 3 or even 4 different things with this one lawsuit. No, it has to be one specific thing. So, you know, and it's so stupid. The argument is so stupid. The argument that people are making is that the sole reason that he wants to file this lawsuit is because he wants to dox Frauditor Troll. Well, he already doxed Frauditor Troll as soon as he got Frauditor Troll to file a counterclaim. So there you go. Dox, because you have to give your name and address where you can get served at. People worry about service. He agreed to service at the address he provided. When he filed his counterclaim, he agreed that he would be bound to be served at that location. And that was his name. Or that was the name of the person who is submitting the counterclaim and who's willing to be sued over it. It's all nonsense. It's all stupid. I mean, I get it. You guys are passionate about Frauditor Troll for reasons that I can't fathom. I mean, he's a fucking retard. Every video of his that I've seen. And to commemorate that, I've made a special anti-Frauditor playlist on my channel. For those of you who've missed it in the past, where I've sunk my teeth into such fan favorites as Schrodinger's Cat, Plot Hole, Frauditor Troll, Unclean Hands. I mean, Audit the Audit. All these fuckers don't know shit about fuck. They're all just grifting pieces of shit. And, oh, but the auditors are grifters too. Yeah, well, but the auditors aren't stealing other people's content. Well, some auditors are. Well, those auditors are pieces of shit too. But the auditors that are going out there and actually creating the content shouldn't have their content stolen from them, regardless of how bad of a person you think they are. And if you think that just because you don't like someone, they should have their money stolen from them, their clicks, their views, their ad revenue, if you think that people should have their money stolen from them because you don't like them, you might as well be a Lane Myers fan. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.